So this is my Subaru STI 2006 with my pretty much brand new engine. It's got about 1,000 miles on it. Forged internals, race cam, intercooler, big ass what is it, FP turbo in the back. I got about 20 pounds of boost on that. Bluff valve, wastegate, intercooler, boiler exhaust, stage 3 race clutch. Runs 885, 2100 cc injectors. Yeah, so about on E85 it runs 510 horsepower, all-wheel drive. So yeah, not too bad. About to show you how to install the turbo timer from HKS. I think it's a type 1. So I got some of this already apart, and I'll continue on. Alright, so I'm putting in my HKS turbo timer. Looks like, what is it here? Looks like that. That's where the box is, and comes with that harness. That comes separately, so it has a couple pins here, a couple pins there, another extension one. That apparently goes to the e-brake over there. Here's the actual brain box to mine. Mine's brand new, it just sat on the ground. Standard hookup here. You see. Yep. Okay, so I'm not sure which one I got. Hold on. Sorting all these out. Alright, so I didn't see this on mine, and I looked on some videos and I couldn't find it. So just showing how I'm taking mine apart. So started with my 06 STI, and I seen there was a screw over here that came out really easily. There was one screw on the bottom. Let me see. One screw over here right by this. You can look under it, and there's another screw over here, and the top popped out. Pretty much it just had these little push pins right here. You literally just pull the whole dash like out, and the other side the same way, just straight out, and they'll pop right out. I didn't really have any issues with those. The top, literally you kind of just pull down on it and it starts to unsnap itself. I mean, you can push like in and down, but that's pretty much all I got to it. So I'm going to install the rest of it, but this is how generally it looks right now. Still looking to find out where to actually install the friggin' harness. So once I figure that out, I'll be back. All right, bye. All right, so I found it. Up here, this right here is the ignition, which goes on to some blue wires and goes all the way down to this fucker right here. So pretty much push that in, and then you can substitute the harness wire. So I'll be back after I do this, because 2 fingers is better than 1. So. Alright, so I got it off. These are the wires. This is the wire that you need to disconnect to put the harness on. So pins. Alright, be right. Okay, that's what it should roughly look like. Mine was a bit of a bitch. You should not see a gap here. I had a little bit of a gap, which would have fucked everything up. So yeah, continue with the install. Alright, so harness is hooked up back there, runs up there to the ignition, and then I hooked the brain box up right here, just zip tied it. I mean, it's not really going anywhere, so pretty pretty easy to get to if I really needed something. Why just push back there? I'll zip tie that up later on. Hook the brain box up to the ignition module right here. Nothing really special about that. Got my timer up here. I'm going to, I'll stick that down once I'm done. But I'm gonna run that through right back here, through there, and then hook it right up. Not too much of a big journey for that one. Now I just need to get these little wires, grounding, e-brake, and there's 2 other wires I'm still trying to figure out where the hell they're supposed to go. So when I'm done, I'll get back. Alright, so when I took the harness out, this is what I got. I do not read Japanese. Thankfully, they got some subtitles. So, well, subtitle-ish. So I'm roughly thinking these sets of wires that plug into that harness that I already have, already installed, and they go to the e-brake. Or park brake, whatever you call it. Let me see here. Lead from park brake adapter, and then gray wire of turbo timer. So I guess gray wire goes to turbo timer, lead wire from parking brake. And I just have to find lead wire. Alright, so finally figured some shit out. Screws, take that off, and apparently you need to take that off too. This actually just kind of lifts up. I don't know why. There are clips all over the sides of it. So, FYI, try not to break those, because I think those are broken when I got it. But this just kind of lifts out, and there are some screws in here to get to the rest of it. Let me see here. Yep, there's 2 other screws right there, probably another one over there, and then that takes out the top. So then I have access to e-brake. Alright. Alright, so looking at some stuff, and shows, what's it, gray wire to turbo timer. Use the adapter that came in the harness that I got, which was the FT3 up at the top, and then that goes to the parking brake wire. Alright, so you are taking this bolt off, that bolt off, and you look under it, because I didn't want to fuck with these wires over here. These are the wires that are under it, and right over here is the e-brake, pointing to it right there. So that's what you have to hook it into. Alright, and then the wire that you're using looks like this. So is the terminal wire, and then the other terminal wire that you hooked up to it. So I just plugged those 2 together. So I'm going to plug this side right here into the turbo timer case over here, and then the other one I'm going to run into the e-brake, and I'll be back. Or yeah, the e-brake. Alright, so wire I had hooks right in here. You push them together, running it back this way along under here. You can pretty much lift that up and splice it through into here, or you can come up through the bottom, whatever works for you. But I got it over here, ran it into here. Yeah, I'm gonna do some better running once I'm done, but I'm just kind of showing you where I'm running everything to. And then I got a clamp, a wire clamp. I'm gonna clamp that right onto here, and I should be good. Minus my shitty run job. So, all right. So running the wire, I found out there's a bridge here that it won't let nothing pass. So I just went through this section right here, and it's open. I just kind of went through there and tucked it under, and then went right through here and got a clamp. Which apparently, when you leave this shit on, it's kind of a bitch. So if you really feel like it, take it off, because it probably will save you 15 minutes of struggling. But if you don't care, and you're good at whatever. You just want to don't leave it like that, but you know, rig it. Yeah, it should be fine. So I gotta put the rest of it together, and I gotta figure out what these other fucking wires are for, because I'm still wondering what those are for. So I'll be back. All right, so got that ran, and I got this ran. So yellow, where's it? Gray goes to gray, goes to the e-brake. That I found out is speed, so I gotta find a speed sensor later on, and that is RPM. So it can do some calculations on the RPM and speed or whatever you're doing, and set the turbo timer correctly if it's set for auto, I guess. So yeah, apparently I need those two, but just to hook it up right now, you can set it for a timer and let it go. I will hook those up later on, but I did ground it to this little box right under here, which is like mounted, you know, it's like right over here. It's not that easy. So yeah, I just mounted that flush up there, and gonna run the, where'd it go? Put it on the ground here. Yeah, gonna run the turbo timer display up here somewhere, so I'm just gonna run the wire and then I'll show you where it's at. Alright, so got it all put back together. Got it all put back together and put the bolts in under there. You can't really see where all the stuff is at besides that thing for the cob. Other than that, she's back together and I'm about to turn her on. I'll be back. Alright, so day 2, I put everything in yesterday of the HKS turbo timer type 1, if I remember right. Installed it. The only thing I haven't installed is the speed sensor and the RPM sensor on the car. So other than that, let's test it out real quick, because we can do it. We can set it for time. So I was gonna do that right now. So, I checked it out earlier, and that's the little thing I gotta stick down. That's what it looks like. Pretty much you just kind of set it, how many seconds you want. Alright, so let's go for 30 seconds, okay? Oh shit. You can only go up, apparently. I don't know. Push enter. Alright, so I'll leave that right there. Set, e-brakes up. Make sure. And then, should be able to... Alright, gas foot's off, and turn it off. And it's counting. I've just taken the key out. So it's counting. On and off, and yeah, it should be finished. Cool. So that is the install of the Type 1 HKS turbo timer on a 2006 Subaru STI. Thanks for watching.